Our movie today is about a girl who had everything except the one thing she actually wanted, and a young man carrying a past so heavy it bent him in half. She is Hayal, raised in a mansion, top of her law class, her whole future already mapped out by her father. He is Ruzgar, a bartender, a part-time taxi driver, a man who lost his mother at 10 and never quite found his way back. Between them is a world of difference, a handful of stolen moments, and a love neither of them can outrun. Can love survive when the past refuses to stay buried, and when the body itself is running out of time? The film opens on Ruzgar gripping a man by the collar in a dim bar, demanding to know the whereabouts of someone. The man swears he hasn't seen whoever it is in years. Ruzgar finally believes him and lets go, but the police are already there. He spends the night in a cell counting the days of the week. In the morning, the officer tells him he's free. The complaint was withdrawn. Outside, his best friend Fatih is waiting with the taxi and a grin as if none of this is unusual. Back at the bar, Levent is waiting with a bill. Between the broken furniture and what Ruzgar already owes, even selling his motorcycle won't cover it. Levent tells him, "Bring 100,000 liras, then come back for the bike." Ruzgar packs his belongings and walks out, warning them not to scratch the motorcycle. Nobody takes him seriously. Across the city, a completely different life is underway. The housekeeper Nimet has been cooking since morning. The family arrives: Father Erdens, Mother Sarah, and their 2 daughters. Hayal is the older one, law student, top of her department, her father's entire blueprint. Hilal is the younger one, quietly talented at painting and dreaming of fine arts. The family settles in, and the same old conversation begins. Hayal's success praised, Hilal's ambitions redirected. Nobody asks either girl what she actually wants. Hayal's best friend Eats pulls her out for the night. At the restaurant, Oğuz shows up. He has been in love with Hayal for years, and she cannot stand him. He leaves muttering that one day she will chase after him. Meanwhile, Fatih tells Ruzgar he met a girl and fell in love. She's rich, and she thinks he owns a car showroom. On the other side of town, Eats tells Hayal the same story from her end. Their 2 love stories are already on a collision course. Fatih tricks Ruzgar into taking a customer so he can go meet the girl he loves. In the back seat, the customer, a woman crying over a cheating fiancé, breaks down completely. She recognizes Ruzgar as the bartender from Black. When she learns he's between jobs, she hands him a card for her hotel. Later, it's raining. Hayal steps into the street without looking, and Ruzgar's taxi nearly clips her. She gets in furious, bangs the door handle hard enough to break it, then offers to pay. He mocks her. "Life is easy when your father's money covers every mistake." She tells him to stop the car. He hesitates, then hands her his jacket and lets her stay. When she gets out, she leaves her bracelet behind. Eche invites Hayal to a party. Fatih brings Ruzgar under false pretenses. Inside, Fatih introduces himself to Hayal as a showroom owner going into construction. Hayal recognizes Ruzgar immediately. The lie unravels. Her boyfriend gets involved. A scene breaks out. In the chaos, both Hayal and Ruzgar end up falling into the pool together. Soaking wet, he tells her she will apologize to him one day. She calls him an idiot and leaves, and that is already the problem. Leaving the party, Ruzgar meets a man who challenges him to a street race. The prize is his bike back plus money. Police arrive before it's settled. Ruzgar returns to the bar and Levent quietly takes him back. Then Oğuz, still stinging from the party, has Ruzgar's taxi damaged and sends 2 men to beat him. Ruzgar fights them off and chases them back to Oğuz's door. Hayal appears and demands Oğuz leave. Ruzgar is surprised to find her there. She's surprised to find him bleeding. She cleans his wounds without being asked, and they stay in the same room longer than either of them planned. He drops her home. Her father is at the door and tells Ruzgar directly, "Come near my daughter again and I will deal with you." Hayal is sent inside. Her mother repeats the warning. Alone in her room, Hayal calls Ruzgar and apologizes for her family. He forgives her before she finishes and asks if she wants to have breakfast. She says yes immediately. The next morning, the world is easier. He tries to teach her to ride a bicycle. She falls, insists her foot is injured, asks to be carried, then bursts out laughing when he figures out she was pretending. He buys her a candy apple and stops when she says she has never had one. He asks if she ever went outside as a child. Her expression shifts. They sit together. He tells her about Izmir, about losing his mother at 10. about never seeing his father again. She tells him law school is her father's dream, not hers. Her real dream is to stand on a stage and sing. He looks at her when she says it and does not look away. Fatih calls Hayal. Ruzgar is about to race. She calls Ruzgar and begs him not to. He says a promise is a promise. She enlists Hilal to cover for her and slips out through the back door. She arrives just as the race ends and Ruzgar wins. A girl confronts her and tells her to stay away from him. A fight breaks out. Ruzgar appears, quietly moved that she came. They go to the water afterward. She tells him if she ever sees him race again, she will end him. He tells her he's glad she's worried. Later that night, she is startled to find him outside her window. He has climbed up. He tells her he is afraid of her, afraid of losing her, and that she is the first person who has ever made his heart beat that way. In the morning, she finds a letter. She reads it, smiling. Hayal's father, Erdinç, finds Ruzgar privately. He says he knows everything, Ruzgar's full name, his record, what happened when he was 10. He warns him to stay away, or he will use all of it. Ruzgar goes and sits alone by the sea, and the past comes back. His father drunk and violent, a gun, his mother falling, his uncle Maitan arriving and convincing a boy to take the blame. Just months in a reformatory, he promised. His father couldn't survive prison. The boy believed him. He has been carrying it since. Ruzgar is in a motorcycle accident. Fatih goes to the hospital. Ruzgar makes him swear not to tell Hayal. When she calls, he tells her he's out of the country and cannot commit to anyone, that she took everything too seriously. She says she hates him and hangs up. A month passes. Fatih drags Ruzgar toward her again. Ruzgar gets out of the moving car and walks away. A man named Onur leaves a book at the bar for Levent. Ruzgar reads a line from it. Love is a universe compressed into one moment, a world where you disappear and are reborn. He closes the book. He goes to find Hayal and asks for one more chance. She collapses before she can answer. The doctor tells her father that emotional stress may have triggered the return of her illness. Her cancer is back. The family pushes for treatment, hospitals, Europe, plans. Hayal refuses all of it in the middle of the corridor, voice breaking. She will not lose her hair again. She will not wake up with bruises. She does not know how many days she has left, but every one of them is going to be hers. She walks out with Ruzgar. Her mother blames him. Her father goes quiet. Ruzgar takes her to the bar. Fatih has just proposed to Ise. The room is full and warm. Ruzgar leads Hayal to the small stage and tells her there aren't thousands here, but everyone is ready to listen. She sings. For the first time, she sings in front of people, and the fear is completely gone. He takes her afterward to the place she loves most. She leans her head on his shoulder and says she has never felt so alive. She is still leaning there when she goes still. He says her name. She doesn't answer. At the funeral, the family comes together in grief. Erdinç goes to Hilal's room and places a large box of paints at her feet. He tells her he will help her get into fine arts. He breaks down apologizing for not helping Hayal live her own dream. Hilal later brings Ruzgar a letter Hayal had written. In it, she tells him she loves him because he helped her live everything she ever dreamed. She says she was always afraid her life would end too soon, but with him, that fear was gone. She asks him to forgive his father. She asks him to fall in love again. She tells him it is not a farewell. Levent calls and tells Ruzgar the bar is his now. That night, Ruzgar stands at his father's door with a gun. He stands there. He remembers her words. He puts it away and walks back down to the shore, the one where they used to sit together. He walks it alone. And that is where our story ends.